So my coworker, she was on the phone with this guy and she was trying to get his email address. So she said, okay, sir, so let me make sure I have this right. She said, your email address is warm ham sandwich. Hi guys, I really hope everything is going well. I'm Bria and welcome to my channel. So I hope it's not going to be too loud. It's so hot. I have to have some like fan going, so I hope you can't really hear that. But today I'm really excited because I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite topics, travel. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about today, as you can read in the title, I'm going to be talking about how I bought a ticket to Japan round trip for $230. Okay, so before I continue, I know that you're like side-eyeing me like, yeah, right, girl, like, what's the catch? Like, what is this about? What are you trying to say here? And it's true. I'm not being, I'm not exaggerating. This is not clickbait or anything of the sort. And so just to like prove it, I will show the ticket and the email that I received. So here's the proof. Here are the receipts. I got them. All right, so here is the ticket receipt that I kind of put into PDF form. So you can see IAH, the NRT, that is the, I think it's called Narita Airport in Tokyo, and IAH to Dallas, Dallas to Tokyo, and then Tokyo to Dallas, Dallas to Houston on November 18th. And that is the total, $230.19. Okay, so just a little bit of a blurb, if you will, about me. So I first started wanting to travel after I was very blessed and fortunate enough to be able to study abroad in London in 2015. I studied theater in college, and it was eye-opening. It was a very eye-opening experience, and after that I couldn't really shake that travel bug that kind of just like got me it kind of like got me heart and soul. And ever since then, I've been trying to solo travel. I haven't really been able to do it for a long period of time. COVID kind of got in the way. But yeah, I love to travel, and that's why I'm constantly on Google Flights, which is where I found this cheap fare at. So to continue on, this ticket was a mistake fare, and I kind of happened upon it by accident a little bit. So just to back up, so a mistake fare, which is what this is a mistake fare is something that is accidental. It is a price for a ticket, a plane ticket that is cheaper than it's supposed to be. And there are two really main reasons why you'll see these prices occur. So one main reason is a system error within the airline itself that causes the price to be lower than it's supposed to be. We're not talking about a sale, we're talking about an accidental price drop for a flight. And the second main reason is human error. So, you know, humans, we make mistakes, and sometimes someone punches in, you know, one more zero than they're supposed to, and sometimes they punch in one less. And that's how you have mistake fares. Now, with mistake fares, the thing is they disappear most of the time within 24 hours because the airline does not want you to buy this ticket. They don't want you to find out it exists, and they will fix it as soon as they find it. And lastly, the thing to note about mistake fares is that the airlines are under no obligation, no legal obligation to honor the ticket price if it is a mistake fare. So even if you are lucky enough to find one and buy it, sometimes the airline be like, psych, you thought, bye, here's a voucher or something like that. And in this case, that didn't happen, but there's reasons why that didn't happen. So now into like the real, like, how'd you find this? How'd you get it? You know, tea about this story. So I said I kind of happened upon this mistake fare because I had a little help from Scott's Cheap Flights. I'll link their website down below. You can subscribe to them and they will send you flight deals, like mistake fares, but also just really good deals to tons of places. And they'll just email it to you. You can subscribe for free, and you can subscribe. You can do a premium subscription, which is what I do. I think that they're a great service, and they don't send you like junk emails. Like, they don't just bombard you with tons of emails where you're just like, dude, like, it's a lot. Delete, delete, delete. I get it. It's not like that. But so the day that I was looking for flights, I think it was April 23rd. I'll post the date up on the screen. So I remembered, like, just thinking about it, I remembered a couple weeks prior to that I received an email from Scott's Cheap Flights, and it was about a trip from Aspen to Tokyo. And at the time, I was in Colorado, so that kind of makes sense. But I just glanced at the email. I really didn't pay much attention to it. But, you know, fast forward a few weeks later, and I was like, I wonder if that's still a cheap flight. Like, let me just like type in some things. But I was in Texas at the time, because Houston, Texas is kind of like my home airport base. And so I was looking, instead of Aspen to Tokyo, I was checking like Houston to Tokyo, just to see maybe if, you know, by chance there are some cheap flights. Now, mind you, I'll post the email I got from Scott's Cheap Flights about the Aspen to Tokyo deal, so that you can see the deal was like $500 and change, I believe. Like, that was the price for the round trip. So when I'm looking weeks later for Houston to Tokyo, I'm thinking to myself, oh, it'll probably be around like 500 or something. You know, what the email said, I was like, okay, I'm expecting to see that. I wasn't expecting to see $230 for a round trip ticket from Houston to Tokyo. I wasn't expecting that. After I was finished being like shocked, like really shocked, I thought I was seeing things. Like, I was staring at my computer for like seconds being like, what is this? After I got over that shock, I was like, type. Like, I was like, where's my credit card? Because I knew what I was seeing was a mistake fare, and that I had to buy it immediately. But I unfortunately didn't do enough research about what's going on in Japan.
Go crazy. Go stupid.
Prior to buying the ticket. And it didn't occur to me that I should do that until later that evening, when the price had already gone back up. So let me fast forward a little bit. I chose Japan because, I mean, like I said, there are many places that I want to go to, more than there are places that I don't want to go to. So I thought Japan, that'd be cool. But I had an idea in mind, because I've been wanting to go to South Korea for a long time, because I've been studying Korean. I know. Yeah, a lot of people are doing that right now. Anyway, and I'll do some like videos in the future about my Korean studies. I'm actually planning one right now. But I thought to myself, hey, I can spend a week or two in Japan, and then I can go to South Korea. Be cool. 2 countries in one. Bam, bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Awesome. And I just did not think, I forgot two things, which is gonna be my demise, because I booked the ticket for October of this year. And I wish I didn't do that. So it is currently, what's today's date? It is currently June 27th. This is the day that I'm filming this video. And Japan is not doing well with their fight against COVID. Their vaccination numbers are down. And the country is closed. The country is closed. Like, you can't go to Japan right now. And I don't think, at South Korea, I think you have to do a quarantine, which I'm totally against doing 2 weeks worth of quarantine. So first of all, I need to clarify, I am fully vaccinated and have been for a while now. And also, I don't mean like, oh, I don't like quarantine, like I don't believe in it. I believe in quarantine, but I don't want to pay to quarantine for 2 weeks in a hotel. Like, I don't think that's worth my time or my money. And it's not something that I really want to do. But let's just stick to Japan for right now. This whole thing is just like has not gone how I would have hoped it would have. But yeah, Japan, they're closed. They're not doing great with COVID. And then the Olympics. How did I forget about the Olympics? The Olympics, they're hosting it, and things is just not looking so great for Japan. And so, while I am so happy that I have finally, for the first time in forever, I have finally been able to get a mistake fair, which is like they're not rare, but they don't happen like all the time. You know, they maybe like once or twice a month or something like that, or 3 times a month or whatever. But the likelihood of me being able to go, very slim, very slim. But at the end of the day, if I can't go, will I be upset? Yes, I'll be upset because I will never know if I could have pushed back the date, like if the mistake fair included, the springtime, like spring 2022. Maybe if I would have pushed it back until February, I'd be able to go. And that breaks my heart a little bit because I was thinking in my head at the time, oh, my contract here ends in October. So in October, I'll just take a little break and go to Japan for a month. Why not? Without really understanding what was going on in Japan, if I had known at the time or had thought to do a little bit of research, I would have tried to push it back, to like February or whatever, to give me a better chance of being able to go. But it's too late now. So if I can't go, I'll be sad, but I'll just find somewhere else to go. Like Europe is opening up. But yeah, my advice to you guys, find somewhere to be subscribed to. Scott's Cheap Flights is an awesome one, where they'll send you deals. Like it's really hard just to I there's a distinction between a deal, like a sale, and a mistake fair. Like I spoke about that. In a mistake fair, you're not gonna find it all the time, but deals happen all the time. And so if you are someone who was interested in flying, either because you want to travel for a long period of time or you just want to have a couple like vacations here or there, you need to get subscribed to some of these websites. I'm just subscribed to the one, and they send really concise, really easy to understand, simple emails that allow you to buy flights for really cheap. That's the way to do it. So that is my tip for you guys. And if you like this video, if you're interested to see like what ends up happening, because I don't know where I'm going after this, not yet at least, then stay tuned. Subscribe if you want to know what's going on or what will be happening later. Like this video if it's interesting to you, or if you like it, like that's on you. Do what you want to do. I hate asking. I hate this part of the video because I just feel like I feel like I have to. Like I feel like that's a part of the YouTuber like script. So you have to say that, and I feel so uncomfortable saying that. Alas, do what you will. All right, guys. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye.